If you're sick and tired of paying an outrageous amount of money for buyer and seller leads online and you want to find the simplest, most insane hack to reduce the cost of these leads by up to 80%, then hang on tight because I'm about to show you the craziest formula that'll help you do just that. For those of you that are new to this channel, hi, my name is Sammy and I help agents just like you generate your own leads on autopilot. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on any of these videos. With that said, let's dive right in. All right, so let's dive right in. The easiest way to reduce your cost to acquire a new client by 80%. The answer to that is retargeting. And I'm going to show you the exact steps on how you can put up your very own retargeting campaign and how you can duplicate it as many times as you want. Now, what is retargeting? Well, retargeting is a way to re-engage people who have interacted with your brand, with any of your marketing assets, but they didn't really take the next step. Like they didn't book in a call or set up an appointment or make a purchase with you, right? So think about it from the perspective of maybe like a buyer lead or a seller lead, or maybe even an open house where you had like a sign-in sheet. So a lead that is in your database, they have intent. So they're looking to either buy or sell a home, but you haven't really been able to get a hold of them, or even if you have, they're not quite ready to work with you just yet. So why is retargeting important? It's because it is extremely cost effective and it keeps your brand in front of these warm prospects, which will eventually obviously lead to higher conversions. Now, before we dive into actually building out a retargeting ad, you need to understand where these ads are placed and how they work, right? So in order for you to understand that, you need to also know what the difference between a top of funnel versus middle of funnel is. Now, we say for the sake of this example, funnel, which is typically a marketing asset, like a landing page, for example, your website, anywhere that a person can opt in for a service that's being offered for the very first time, so they don't exist in your database. That is top of funnel, okay, where people hear about you for the very first time. Middle of funnel is where retargeting shines, right? So leads that you already have in the system, in your database, in your CRM. These are people who may know you a little bit or may not know you at all because they just opted into an ad. You don't really have much content or retargeting going on. So, they might not actually know of you, or they may have come across you if it was an open house opt-in, but they don't really know much about your brand, okay? So that's really where we got to hit these people. And then a pro tip is the fact that retargeting helps moving these leads from that top of funnel stage to the middle of funnel and eventually to the bottom of funnel, where they're now taking an action to a call to action, which is something we're going to discuss a little bit later on as well. And it just increases your return on that investment of either advertising dollars or time spent in the event of an open house. So the reason why I keep saying open house is because that's more of like an organic in-person way of acquiring a lead versus an online traditional route would be to generate a lead through paid ads through various different platforms, okay? So here's why you shouldn't spend your entire budget when it comes to paid advertising into just new leads. And I see this as a core mistake that a lot of people who are new to the world of advertising, agents who haven't really done it before, they may have relied on their sphere of influence for a very long time, or they may just be new to the world of lead gen and they're just spending all of their money on new leads. And while it may even be working very well, there's a way to reduce that cost to acquire clients. Focusing on the leads that are already in your pipeline, in your CRM, is always going to be better than chasing new leads, right? It's about retention versus acquisition. And from what the data shows us, retargeting ads and activities in the remarketing realm can actually increase your conversion rates by up to 70%. Okay? So how much should you allocate for your retargeting budget? Typically, the rule of thumb is about 20 to 30%. Folks that have a large audience in their database can potentially even do 100% retargeting. For example, if you have generated a lot of leads over the past, let's say, couple of years through all different sorts of modes of advertising, organic, in person, online, and you really want to go after these people that you've already been nurturing, you could do like an 80% retargeting budget, right? Because you have that quantity of individuals that have intent within your database. For those of you that are just starting out your lead gen journey, 20 to 30% would be the rule of thumb. And fair warning, you do want to start retargeting once you've already generated at least a couple hundred leads, because otherwise you'll be hitting a list that's too small and it won't be potent enough. And it won't even spend enough money for it to convert into possible customer. So, for example, if your budget is $1,000, you want to spend $200 to $300 on retargeting campaigns. And why, again, it works is because the balance ensures that you're continually bringing in new leads while also converting the ones that are already within your database, within your CRM. Now, the two type of retargeting ads that you can run, number one would be a lead magnet ad. And the goal here is to offer something of value, like a free guide, a checklist. It's winter season right now, so how to winterize your home, for example, or a webinar on how to be able to get into the market as a first-time home buyer, how to navigate this market with changing interest rates, for example, right? And that's how you are collecting that contact information in exchange for offering that valuable information. Okay. Mind you, you already have their contact, but in a lot of cases, online leads, particularly, they may not even know that they've opted into one of your ads. So to them, it's just like they're opting into something new for the very first time. Right. So the second way would be to do a book a call ad, right? So that would be the call to action there, which be to drive the direct action by inviting leads to schedule a call or meeting, consultation. So if you need help finding your dream home, you can book in a consultation by clicking here now. With retargeting, I find that the lead magnet approach works the best because, again, there's an exchange of value, free information for that opt-in. Okay, so we're going to show you as part of this video exactly how to get that created. So the first thing you want to do is choose a topic that solves a common problem or answer a pressing question for your audience, right? So an example would be top 5 tips to buy your very first home, or a step-by-step guide to selling your house fast. Right? So you can use tools like Canva or Google Docs to design your lead magnet. And in fact, we're going to do a quick breakdown on exactly how to get that done. Also, pro tip, you can use ChatGPT and ClickDesigns to take your lead magnet game to the next level and make it super, super quick. So I'm going to show you exactly how to get that done. First thing you want to do is click on this link and go onto ChatGPT. Here, we're going to type in create a lead magnet fulfillment, create a document for a guide for home buyers to get into the market, create a 5-step strategy for home buyers or first timers as part of this guide. Okay. So it'll kind of do its thing. So there you have it. It's made a guide for us, a 5-step strategy for first-time home buyers to get into the market. So I'm going to go ahead and copy all of this. Then you're just going to create a new Google document and go ahead and paste that in. And you can name this document that. And make sure that share is not restricted. It's on to anyone with link. You can do that by clicking the top right corner here that says share. Okay. So that is your guide for first-time home buyers. That is your lead magnet being fulfilled. Now, what we want to do is create a graphic for this lead magnet. It's going to help us later on when we go to build the landing page. So for that, you want to go ahead and sign up for a free account with ClickDesigns. So here, what you want to do is click on templates in the top bar. And then from there, you want to find covers. Click on that. And basically, we want to design sort of like a book cover. So all these examples will work really, really well. This one looks kind of good, so we can go ahead and edit this. Okay. Click on edit. All right, so if you have a logo, you can include that logo over here. To do that, you want to go ahead and first delete this selection, and then you'll go into image. And here you can simply go ahead and upload your logo. You don't have to do this, but it's always nice. Okay, and then the logo showed up over here, so I'm going to go ahead and put it over to the top, center it. Awesome. Okay. And now because my logo is blue, I can go ahead and change the color over to blue, so it matches nicely. Now go ahead and change the text, mastering home ownership. A free step-by-step guide including the 5 principles you need to know to get into the real estate market today. Okay, and then from there, if you want to change your headshot, you can also do that. So same idea, we're going to click on this image, go ahead and delete it. Then we're going to click on image again and go ahead and upload your headshot. Click on the image so it shows up. And then what you want to do is click on AI image editor and go ahead and click on remove background. Perfect. So my background is removed. Now it'll place the image nicely here. So I'll go ahead and include that there. And there you have it. That is sort of your book cover. And then we're going to go ahead and click save and exit. And boom. You can click this again as well on the side. Click edit. And here you can post the title that we have, which is 5-step strategy for first-time homebuyers. So I'm going to post that there. And you can change the color over to blue. Save and exit. And click save. And now you'll click on export. Export again. And there you have it. Your mockup. Now, the next step after that would be to create a landing page. Now, you can create a landing page through a bunch of different apps. You can use ClickFunnels, Go High Level, Lead Pages. We have our own landing page, and we also have a trial for our CRM that includes the landing page builder for free. You can try it out for 14 days, and we'll show you exactly how to use this app to build your landing page. So this is how it will look like if you sign up for your trial. And from here, what you want to do is go into Sites, and then you want to click on Create New Funnel. And then from there, you can use templates. You can use really any template. This one to me looks good, so I'm going to click on that. Click Continue. It will now open up the editor. So again, you can include your logo over here, delete that picture, click on Add Element, and you want to click on Image. And once the image shows up on the right-hand side, you'll see this image option. You can click on that, and you can click Upload. And we're going to go ahead and grab that logo again. Once it's uploaded, double click, and now your logo will show up. Here for the text, you can include what we had previously, which is 5-step strategy for first-time homebuyers. And you can take that same text that you have in your guide, paste that over. Perfect. Where it says Buy Now, you're going to want to click on the button on the right-hand side, change the text to Get Your Free Guide Here. And then we're going to go ahead and replace this image. So again, to the right-hand side, click on Upload. And we're going to move over that mock-up we created. Upload that. Click on it twice. And now you have your mock-up. All right, so if you want to now add in more text over here, you can certainly do that. So here, get into the real estate market. The exact 5-step framework to get into the market as a first-time home buyer. And then you can just reference the documents that you created to add some of the verbiage, right? So, amazing. This simple guide will do wonders. And then you could just add in some of the same text. You can see here sometimes you do have to play around with it, so I'll go ahead and just include some text here. Get into your home today. Get this free guide. And again, a logo, so we will click on the right hand side, add the logo, perfect. Change your contact information. Let's put in either your company name or your name, 2025. And that looks pretty good. Oh, and then we're going to go ahead and replace this image with our mockup that we got. Perfect. So now you have a pretty solid landing page created. What you want to do now is that link that you created for this document, by clicking on share, you're going to make sure, again, it's anyone with link and not restricted. You're going to go ahead and copy that link. Click it on any sort of buttons. So when you click on buy now, for example, on the right hand side, it'll say open pop-up, change that to website URL and paste that link. And then the same thing over here for the get your free guide. We're going to change it to website URL and click on that. Perfect. So that is your landing page created. If you want to connect your domain, that's pretty easy. You just have to get it from GoDaddy, like a new domain you can purchase for like $10. Go ahead and click connect domain. Super, super simple. And when you save it, this is what your page will end up looking like. Okay, pretty cool. So now that the landing page is created, the next thing we need to do is structure your ad itself. Now you can do a static ad, which is just a simple image. You can design it from Canva, but we encourage for retargeting videos to create a video-based ad. And it's a lot simpler than you think that it might be. So for a video-based ad, pretty much any content that's short form, what you want to do is have a hook, a body, and a call to action. So in this case, let's design it. Hook can be something like, are you struggling to get into the real estate market as a first-time home buyer? Well, not anymore, because we have the exact solution you need. Okay, so that's the hook. The body, I've designed a 5-step guide that will show you exactly how to get into your first ever home, even if you are struggling with low down payment or bad credit score. This very guide is responsible for getting hundreds of home buyers I've personally worked with help move into their very first home. Okay, something along those lines. And the call to action is, don't wait. Go ahead and click on the link below to receive your free guide today. Perfect. So now that you have your hook, your body, and your call to action, you might be wondering, well, how do I actually even record this ad? Well, very simple. All of us have this handy dandy device. So I'm going to go ahead and just literally record myself. You can do it on multiple takes. I'm going to go ahead and create this video. Hey, first-time home buyers, are you struggling to get into your very first home? Well, no need to struggle anymore, because I've come up with the exact solution that you need. You see, even if you have a low down payment or you're struggling to get approved through banks, I've come up with the exact solution, a 5-step guide that'll help you get into that first home. This, in fact, is the same strategy that's worked with hundreds of my own clients that have been able to purchase their property. If you're interested in getting this free guide, go ahead and click on the link below, and I'll see you on the other side. Boom, ad created. We're going to go ahead and download this video, and I'll show you guys exactly how to now edit this video. And for that, you're going to go ahead and use this app called Captions. I think it's about $10 or $15 a month. It's both available for iOS and Android. So let's show you how that works. So go ahead and click on your Captions app once you've downloaded it. Click on Create Caption Video. Select the video. Click Apply. Continue with item. Proceed with English. So here, what we want to do is just move over these captions to like somewhere right over here. So you can see it's nicely captioned up. Click on export, export to camera roll, and boom, you have your video-based ad created. So once the ad is created on your phone, you can either send it to yourself via email, upload it to a Google Drive, or in my case, I'm going to go ahead and just airdrop it to my MacBook. Now, the next thing here would be to go into your Facebook or Meta Ads Manager. You can technically do remarketing ads on YouTube as well, but we find that the most profitable route is to do it on Facebook and Instagram. So we're going to go ahead and create, first of all, custom audiences, because you need to tell Meta who it is that you're going to be retargeting. So for that, what we want to do is go on to Facebook, click on these menu dots over here, click on Ad. It'll take you to your Ads Manager. It'll look something like this. Once you're in your Ads Manager, on the left-hand side, you'll see this Audiences tab. And you can see over here, I've got a bunch of custom audiences. What you want to do is click on Create Audience, and you want to do Custom Audience. And here you can click on a source. So you can select, let's say, it doesn't really matter what you select. You can click on Website or Customer List. And from here, you would have to upload that list. So whichever CRM you're using, you just have to export that list in a CSV format. And for the sake of this video, I'm going to need to sort of hide, obviously, our lead information. But you just select all the records that you want. And I'm going to export these contacts. Export. Now I have a CSV file. So we're going to click on Next on Prepare List. And we're going to upload that CSV file. And click on Next. And it'll have all the phone numbers and emails. Click Import and Create. And that will help you create a custom audience. So once your custom audience is created, it's now time to create that retargeting ad. So for the retargeting ad, you will go ahead and click on Create. You want to click on Leads, Continue, and you can do Tailored Leads Campaign. Click Continue. And then we're going to go ahead and call this Retargeting First-Time Home Buyer Lead Magnet. And here we can, to make it easier for you guys, we're just going to go ahead and do instant forms. And for your budget, you can honestly do it as little as $5 per day. Should be enough from a retargeting perspective. What you also want to do in the very top here is categorize your ads. So answer these questions. So the first one, financial products is going to be no. Employment is going to be no. Housing will be yes. So make sure you click yes here. Social issues will be no. And then once you declare the category, it will now be a housing category. Any ads that you run on Meta, if you don't select the housing category, it's got the word real estate inside of it. It will not run your ad. It'll create problems with your ads account. So make sure you always declare your category. I'm going to say instant forms over here, $5 budget. And here, we're going to go ahead and select that custom audience underneath audiences. So you can search existing audiences. And here we can see that audience we just uploaded exists. So we create that custom list. Now it does say that it can take up to 3 days for the audience to be uploaded properly. And that's fine. You can still create the ad. It'll just take 3 days to get it going properly. Okay. These locations and age and all these things, you can leave that as is, because again, it will be retargeting specifically that audience. So you don't really need to mess with these settings at all. So we're going to go ahead and click on Next. So we're going to go under Add Creative. We're going to say Video Ad. Now we're going to come up with the primary text, the headline, and the description. And the call to action will be download. Okay. So to make this process easier, you can go back into ChatGPT, and here you can type out create a headline, description, and primary text for a retargeting ad on Facebook for this free 5-step guide for first-time home buyers. So go ahead and copy the headline, primary text, and description. Click next. And go ahead and add media. So we'll upload that video that we just downloaded from the Captions app. And I believe this is that video. So it'll upload. Click on next. And for the middle portion here, you can click one-on-one recommended. And let's just see if the text is coming up. Not really. So we're going to go ahead and click on crop. Move it down ever so slightly. And that
solution that you need.
should do
You
the
see,
trick.
even if you have a low...
Awesome. And this one we can kind of leave it as is. Click next. Click done. And that is your retargeting ad. You may notice here that the things that we entered didn't show up. It does that sometimes, so we can just go ahead and grab that stuff again. So primary text, call to action, we're going to click download. You can see over here, this is how your ad is going to show up. Okay, so the next step will be to create a form. Click on create form, click on continue, click clear auto form, and then name this first time home buyer guide. Leave the form type to more volume. Underneath intro, you don't really need to do anything. For questions, you can go ahead and add a question, which would be the phone number. So full name, email, phone number. Underneath description, you can type in, enter your info below. And then you'll go on to privacy policy here. You just want to include the link for your website's privacy policy, right? So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and get our privacy policy. So assuming that it's the correct link, that's the privacy policy. And then for a message for leads, thanks, you're all set. Click the button below to claim your free guide. And then for headline, you could say your steps away. And here, you want to do go to website. You want to click that link that we created for our funnel, which is this guy over here. Obviously, you'll have a proper domain connected to it. And you can go ahead and add that link. And the call to action can be claim your free guide. Create form. And then you'll simply go ahead and click on publish. And that is your ad. Now, what's going to be really important here is to have a good CRM that you can integrate your retargeting ads into. So there's proper drip campaigns and such that are attached to it. And I can actually show you guys an example of what a good CRM looks like. A good CRM has a bunch of drip campaigns that are categorized appropriately. So you can see here in ours, we have drip campaigns for pretty much everything. Reactivation, open house lead, 754 days worth, post-closing 11 years worth of a retargeting campaign, or email campaign rather, Sphere. We got buyer campaigns, a bunch of different ones. We have nurture campaigns. We have seller campaigns. So the point that I'm trying to drive here is you want to make sure that you have a proper CRM, so then the nurture automatically happens in the background. Again, you can click on the link that we provided as part of the document to have a trial into our CRM. And if this entire process felt a little too difficult or complicated, you can go ahead and also book in a free call by just going on to scaleyourresults.com. There's going to be a booking link underneath as well in this video, where we can kind of show you how this is amongst one of like 30 different things that we do from a marketing perspective to get you buyers and sellers that convert every $300 to $400 that you spend with us from a marketing perspective. And you can see our case studies with kids as young as 20 years old, real estate agents that are doing 5 to 6 deals on a monthly basis. And that's what Scale Your Results does, is help you get new business through a proper client acquisition system online. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and click the call below and you'll be able to chat with me or one of our sales reps. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.